The president says it because of what he called Beijing's lack of respect after officials announced a retaliatory tariff against the U.S. earlier today. At the same time, the president reversing his policy, announcing a 90-day pause on all other announced reciprocal tariffs, opting instead on a 10% across-the-board tariff. Trump says he based his decision on the fact that his administration has heard from, quote, more than 75 countries that want to negotiate new trade deals with the United States.
Somebody had to do what we did, and I did a 90-day pause for the people that didn't retaliate, because I told them if you retaliate, we're going to double it. And that's what I did with China, because they did retaliate. So we'll see how it all works out. I think it's going to work out amazing. I think that our country is going to be at the end of a year or shorter, but I think we're going to have something that nobody would have dreamt possible.
And the stock market reacted quickly to today's news. Take a look at that, causing a spike in gains on Wall Street in the aftermath. It comes after major plunges last week after President Trump announced those sweeping tariffs on all U.S. trading partners. Colorado Governor Jared Polis posted on X after President Trump's tariff announcement. He urged the president to get rid of all the tariffs altogether. He went on to say, quote, Americans need certainty to plan our lives, afford groceries, and our businesses need certainty to make smart investments in America. Congress should do their jobs to protect our economy and ensure the president can't purposefully destroy it depending on which side of the bed he wakes up on. Now, with China's tariffs increasing, we wanted to look into some products imported from China that we see here in southern Colorado. Some are obvious and more impactful. Others may be surprising or something we don't think about as often. One of those being tea.
Honestly, our wholesaler has really worked with us, that it hasn't really affected us. We did get notice that some things were going to change, but they've been really accommodating to us as customers, and we are hoping it won't affect our customers very much.
For the Toodle Tearoom in downtown Colorado Springs, their supplier has chosen not to pass on price increases from tariffs for now, even though the wholesaler does purchase their tea from China. It is relatively inexpensive at $50 for a 50-pound bag of tea, but the tea room says its goal is to avoid raising prices.
As a small business owner, it's really reassuring. I mean, we've had a great relationship with our wholesaler, who is from Canada, so it's an out-of-the-country relationship.
China is the fourth largest tea exporter to the U.S., but its larger exports, which most certainly will lead to increased costs with the rising tariffs from President Trump, include tech and electronics, clothing and apparel, and many others.
This is Census Bureau data on U.S. imports from China in 2024. The largest category is computer and electronic products, $123 billion.
Dr. Bill Craighead, director of the UCCS Economic Forum, says consumers are likely to be seeing the increased price for goods from China over the next several months. But uncertainty over President Trump's policies is making it difficult for businesses to know what comes next.
We're going to have these tariffs. Oh, wait, we're going to have some other tariffs. These tariffs are paused. These ones are increased. It's really, really difficult for businesses to make plans right now. And it's difficult to know where this is going.